Yo, what's going on YouTube? GZTV back with another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about the NBA Wednesday, March 19th. I am losing a lot of sleep doing this, I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to do it though. There were a lot of good games on tonight. Mavs played the Pacers, the Rockets played the Magic, Pistons had a good game against the Heat. You get Pelicans, Timberwolves. We had a good game between the Bulls and the Suns, and then Kings and Cavs just concluded. A lot of really good games tonight. I'm going to get 4 hours of sleep going to Kansas tomorrow. But let me cook. Looking at the Mavericks-Pacers game, Pascal Siakam scores 29 points, has a key late steal to help the Pacers rally past the Mavs. They win by 4. Obviously, Pascal Siakam playing really good on both sides of the ball. And obviously him and Benedict Mathurin are really good scoring forces for this team. And Benedict Mathurin had a crazy fourth quarter, and concerningly enough, the Pacers were down 11 points in the final 6 minutes, and they beat the Mavs. And obviously that's what happens when you don't have Kyrie. That's what happens when you don't have Anthony Davis. You're going to let up leads. I mean, you can get the leads all you want. You're probably going to lose them. So there you go. Pascal Siakam hit a 3, though. That was pretty sick. Hit a bunch of threes. And Andrew Nembhard was hitting some threes as well. Wild ball movement. This team looked really good. Again, it looked kind of like the team that we saw last year. Really good basketball here. I mean, Najee Marshall was playing tough. Kai Jones had some stuff for the Mavs. I don't know how many fucking teams that guy is going to be on, but hey, he made it happen. They lost, but I mean, the dude had 18 points, 11 rebounds. PJ Washington's going to be PJ Washington anytime you don't have Kyrie or Anthony Davis, because he practically is their number one option, putting up 26 points, shooting 33% from 3 and 50% overall. He low-key is that guy. Najee Marshall had 20. Spencer Dinwiddie had 17 points, 12 assists, and then you got 24 points for Jaden Hardy off the bench. He's going to have to play good if they want to maintain anything. He shot 50% from 3. Mavs are probably screwed. Again, man, Kessler, Edwards in the starting lineup. I mean, they have Max Christie and Jaden Hardy. Those are really good supporting guards off the bench, but in terms of the front court, they are really struggling on that end. So, yeah, and in terms of wings, Klay Thompson didn't even play this game. And again, they don't have Derek Lively. They don't even have Daniel Gafford. This team's probably cooked for the year. As we look at the Pacers, yeah, again, 29 points for Pascal Siakam. He shot 75% from 3. You get a 22-point performance for Andrew Nembhard, who shot 40% from 3, 50% overall. 23 points for Benedict Mathurin, who shot 50%. So those three looked really good in that game. Shout out to the Pacers getting it done without, I mean, they didn't have Tyrese Halliburton. I guess they did have Miles Turner. Looking at the Rockets and Magic, holy fucking shit, the Rockets are fucking rolling. They look insane. Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun lead the Rockets to a season-best 8th straight win, continuing on what has been their best moments of the season. And again, they've had such a good year. They won by 8 over the Magic. Man, shout out to Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun, really getting it done in the scoring department, and especially Alperen Sengun. That man can grab boards. That man can be a big for this team. Again, they just keep winning games. Fred VanVleet hit some big shots at the half. And obviously, Paolo Banchero is going to be tough anytime you have to play against him. But, man, great basketball here. Corey Joseph played pretty good for them as well. But, obviously, Paolo Banchero was the main threat. But look at the Rockets. 22 points, 12 rebounds for Alperen Sengun, who shot 50% overall. 26 points for Jalen Green. Those two, that's really all you need. Those two, such a good tandem, such a good young duo. I mean, you look at it, Alperen Sengun's 22 and Jalen Green is 23. And they're doing this already together. This is insane. This Rockets team is going to be good for years. I believe in it. Seriously. Obviously, guys like Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks are going to start to decline a little bit. They have so many young pieces on this team, man. Wow. And especially since Jabari Smith Jr. just came back. You look at the Magic, the same old, same old. You get 31 from Paolo. You get 20 out of Franz Wagner shooting 40% from 3. Those two are going to show up. But again, man, I have so many complaints about Wendell Carter, man. I don't know if he got hurt. I guess they decided, to play other people. They went with Goga Batazde and Anthony Black off the bench. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know what's going on with Wendell Carter. Like, I'm not going to say he's been the reason this team hasn't been playing as good, but he's a big reason for sure. Like, the guy shot 0 for 2 from 3, 25% overall. He played under 20 minutes. I just don't really understand what's going on with that. So, there you go with that game. We're going to move on to the Pistons and the Heat, where we had a Cade Cunningham banked 3 for the win. The Pistons send the Heat to their 9th straight loss. The Heat look fucking terrible. They might not make the play-in. Like, if they keep at this rate and they keep playing the way they are, they might lose it to the Raptors. Like, seriously. Like, based on this trajectory. Now, that's still a pretty sizable gap, and obviously they're managing that, and they're trying to kind of go easy, but, like, it's not like they're resting anyone. I don't know, man. 15 points, 11 rebounds for Jalen Duren, continuing to have a great season, shooting 67%. 25 points, 11 assists, 12 rebounds for Cade Cunningham, who shot 75% from 3, including the game winner. And again, man, Malik Beasley being such a factor off the bench and being such a good three-point shooter, like, that's tough to beat. Like, you look at the Heat, you get 30 points out of Bam Adebayo, who shot 40% from 3, 50% overall. You get Khalil Ware going 14 points, 12 rebounds, shooting 70%. Tyler Hero, 29 points, 33% from 3, 50% overall. Like, they have guys that can play good. I don't know. I mean, Jaime Jaquez didn't play that well, and it's kind of a toss-up between who should start. You know, Davion Mitchell's kind of trying to battle for that spot, and there's a lot of inconsistencies. Like, those two players are very inconsistent on this team, and there's a pretty big hole with Jimmy Butler leaving the squad, so that obviously gets kind of reflected on this Heat team with guys like Jaime Jaquez and guys like Davion Mitchell kind of getting big minutes. So there you have it, man. Looking at the Pelicans and the Timberwolves, I don't know how the Timberwolves, after how hot they have been recently, how they lose to the Pelicans. I don't know. But, I mean, Zion Williamson, again, just playing good at the wrong time. You see all these analysts talk about it. He scored 29. The Pelicans defeat the Timberwolves by 4. It's a very rare road win. Yeah, great scoring for Zion Williamson. I mean, CJ McCollum added a little bit to the mix. Surprising. It's obviously a very shocking win, and it sucks to be a Timberwolves fan and see that. Yeah, man, Zion Williamson made the plays down the stretch to secure the win, but where was that all season? I don't really know. I guess he was hurt most of the year. Still good basketball. Like, Nickeil Alexander-Walker came off the bench and had some pretty dope shots, and Yves Missi was playing like a big man. Zion's going to get through defenders and make tough shots. That's just what he does. Yeah, he carried, man. 29 points for Zion Williamson. He shot 75%. He played incredible. Shout out to Zion. Moving on to who else? Timberwolves. 29 points for Ant. I mean, he shot 40% from 3. Obviously, not the greatest game in the world for a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They obviously expect a little more out of him. And, I mean, you have Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, Jalen Clark, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, guys they've been giving decent amount of minutes throughout the season that kind of cover up for that. I mean, Jalen Clark's a young guy who's been playing some really good basketball for the Timberwolves recently, I think. So, you never know. He could definitely get a lot of consideration in the rotation. I think the Timberwolves have a really good future as a franchise. They have all sorts of young guys, and Anthony Edwards is going to be that franchise guy. It's just they couldn't get this done, and Jaden McDaniels, not the greatest game in the world, wasn't super offensively involved. We know him to be a defensive player, and obviously the foul trouble hurt him as well, and yeah, there we go. Moving on to the Bulls and the Suns. Pretty good game here. I mean, obviously Devin Booker's knocked down. He's a great offensive player. Like, Kobe White's going to make it tough on any given night. Even Patrick Williams filling in and hitting tough shots, and they just don't have the big men. I guess they have Vucevic, but, like, Nick Richards played really good, I think. I think he did play good this game. So, yeah, you look at the Bulls, 24 points for Nikola Vucevic, who shot 50% from 3, 24 points for Kobe White, who shot 33% from 3, 50% from the field, 22 points off the bench for Josh Giddey, who shot 50% from 3, 67% from the field. I like Josh Giddey off the bench. I don't think that's a problem. I think, like, mainly it's just the experience. Like, they don't have too many seasoned vets on this team that can really lead the way for the squad. Like, Montes Buzel is being in the starting lineup. I don't know. Like, Patrick Williams, Zach Collins, Josh Giddey, Julian Phillips. Like, those are decent bench guys. None of those guys are stars or anything. They really don't. They really lack the star power, so they kind of have to sacrifice that by putting rookies in the game like that. And I do think like Julian Phillips, Patrick Williams, and Zach Collins honestly should get more minutes for this team, but it is what it is. You look at the Suns, Devin Booker had 41 points. He shot 50% from three, and you get 26 points for Kevin Durant. So as always, and obviously this was a much needed win for the Suns. Like they're really climbing out of it, but they're barely in the play-in. They're tied with the Mavs, so they're really gonna have to capitalize on that injury stuff. Yeah, man. Okay. Interesting. Dude, Trailblazers might make the play-in. They might make a push, dude. I'm not even joking. That's crazy to think about. The Trailblazers? We thought they were going to get a good draft pick. They might make the play-in, guys. Crazy. I don't know. Looking at the Cavs and the Kings, this will close out the night. The Kings hand the Cavs their third straight loss. The Cavs have not looked great recently. They won by 4. And they didn't even have all their guys. Like, DeMar DeRozan was out there backpacking in the clutch time. Like, obviously, we know DeMar DeRozan to be a fantastic clutch time player, but he played great. 3 straight losses for the Cavs. Like, Devin Carter dunking it all over them. Like, they had so many unlikely candidates in this game. Really good basketball. Like, obviously, Donovan Mitchell hit some crazy shots as he kind of had to try to get him back in the game. Malik Monk played really good down the stretch on both sides of the ball. But, man, dude, Devin Carter, that's a guy they're going to start looking at. He played really good. Cavs, great game for Evan Mobley, by the way. 31 points, 10 rebounds. He shot 80% from 3. You get 26 points for Donovan Mitchell. Not the greatest shooting splits, but yeah. Honestly, don't have too many complaints about how the Cavs played. I just think the Kings showed out this game. Like, obviously, the Cavs could have used a little more like Sam Merrill. Like, Sam Merrill came in the game, maybe facilitated a little bit, but he definitely could have played a little better for the team. I don't know. You look at the Kings, DeMar DeRozan had 27 points. He shot 40% from 3. You get Jonas Valanciunas going out there, 12 points, 13 rebounds, kind of looking like he did on the Pelicans a little bit. You get 22 points from Malik Monk, and those guys get the job done. Looking tomorrow, obviously I'm going to be watching March Madness primarily, but if you were to tune in some NBA games, I definitely would turn on that Bucks-Lakers game coming on at 9:30 tomorrow. That Lakers schedule is getting tough. We're going to have to see how Luka kind of weathers the storm there, but yeah, obviously really good NCAA tournament games tomorrow. We can talk about those a little bit, like Creighton-Louisville is going to be great. I'm kind of looking through here. Like, VCU BYU could be a good game, actually. Georgia Gonzaga is going to be great, I think. I mean, I think Gonzaga is probably going to beat the shit out of Georgia if I had to guess, but I picked Georgia to win that game just because I needed an upset. So there's that. I think Kansas Arkansas could be pretty decent. Utah State versus UCLA, not bad.